Mending is not overpowered. Here's why. To be overpowered, an option in question has to do its job better than most alternatives, and those alternatives shouldn't suck at their job either. For example, Jarate plus Bashwaka combo for Sniper is overpowered because it deals 3 times more damage than any other melee for Sniper, deleting most classes in one hit, which invalidates his main weakness. The third degree, while being a direct upgrade from stock, is not overpowered because Pyro has a better option for dealing damage at close range. His Flamethrower and other melees have special and useful functionality. So, what is the purpose of Mending? To give you a way to indefinitely repair your tools with a farmable resource. In this case, experience. The closest alternative, the Anvil Repair, doesn't fulfill this role because it requires non-farmable diamonds or netherite and has a limit of repairs per tool. The only actual alternative that meets the requirements is a villager trading hall. Once your pickaxe breaks, just buy another one. Actually, buy 10 to combine them to get it fully enchanted. This would be horrible. Villager halls would be mandatory, even more than now, and required as soon as possible. An average casual player doesn't really know how to make a trading hall, especially of this scope, while Mending can be found in a treasure chest or in a natural village. And finally, it's just not fun to do every time your tools break. Mending is far less annoying. But let's say the purpose itself, the ability to indefinitely repair your tools with farmable resources, shouldn't be in the game. Then everyone would be forced to mine diamonds for a significant portion of their time, and it would essentially become a tax you have to pay with your time. If you would want to build anything, you would have to spend additional time just to mine diamonds and netherite for the tools required.
Efficiency 5, Haste 2 Beacon, there's nothing better in Minecraft. I can't imagine Minecraft being the success it is today without this sort of thing. I mean, can you imagine taking out a space like this without it? It would be a nightmare. Can you imagine taking out a space like this without enchantments? Like, that's... When I first started playing Minecraft, there weren't even enchantments. This just wouldn't have happened.
And here is the beauty of Minecraft. There is often a way to solve manual labor with a permanent solution. Not always, and some solutions aren't widely accessible. Item sorting. But if you need, let's say, iron, you can either mine for it and get some iron quickly, or spend extra time to build a farm, which will save you time long term. And Mending is that permanent solution for tools and armor. Is it the best solution? I would say it's actually a decent one. Mending almost takes some effort to obtain. Overpowered villagers is another topic. There are multiple ways to farm experience, which also take effort to establish, and the frequency of having to go to the XP farm is just about right. Now let's talk about the Anvil Repair. Why is it so underpowered in comparison to Mending? Because it's a legacy feature created for quite a different game. When anvils were first introduced, they made it possible to combine multiple tools to combine their enchantments. The initial purpose of the Anvil Repair was to prolong the life of this very expensive tool. But eventually, people have realized that if you have to invest time over and over again into remaking good tools, it might be more practical to use inferior tools you have an infinite supply of. Let's say Mending and villager selling diamond tools wouldn't exist. Would you spend a good portion of your limited time gathering diamonds, or will you use infinitely available iron tools with whatever enchantments happen to randomly roll? I think most players would eventually end up with the latter. No, they did end up with the latter for multiple years, and that's why Mending was introduced. So, how do we fix the Anvil Repair? Here's a better question. Should we fix the Anvil Repair? In its current state, it's harmless. A legacy feature you might use once or twice per world and never come back to doesn't really make the game worse, but the time developers would have to spend trying to make it better could be better spent elsewhere. Is Minecraft the only game that suffers from legacy features? No! In the release version of Team Fortress 2, most melee weapons were just that. A last resort when using other weapons is impossible. Only Engineer and Spy had something special to their melee. In modern TF2, most meta melee weapons are utilities. Collect Uber, run faster, bleed enemies, run faster, remove sappers, run faster, get healed on kill, run faster, heal teammates, run faster, run faster, run faster. Run faster. But let's say we do need to fix the anvil repair. Here is what I propose. When you repair a tool in an anvil, it gets a one-time buff to its durability. 200, 300, or maybe even 400%. The goal here isn't to create a replacement for mending, but to create a new use. And with this feature, you can essentially pay diamonds or netherite to avoid having to go to your XP farm from a remote mining operation, or to prepare in advance. And unlike currently, it wouldn't make your tools worse. And since diamonds in late game are kinda useless, this might be something people would actually make use of every now and then.